Tier 1, super. Above average. Basic. Can't count on. Don't use. Here are the tiers. Let's get right into it, chat. Goat. 0 cost 1/1. You guys gets +1/1. You kind of goat is hurt. This is a whack card. I'm gonna be honest, this is a whack card. You know why? Because I don't like 0 cost cards. It's cringe. It should be a 1 cost card at least. I don't get why that's make it a 0 cost. It's just cringe. 0 cost 1/1 that buffs itself essentially. That's not even that bad. It's discount click piece essentially. Cat lady, these things are easily S tier, right? That's S tier. That's super for sure. There's just so much damage done in so little time. Cheese cutter. When it starts a plant hero, Conjure, go Mercati cost 1 less. These are above average. A 1 cost 2 too. Easy, bro. They're just good cards. They're pressure. I'm not complaining. Dog walker. Basic 1 cost 2 too. It's good hunt, but like they don't provide much else after that. Except if you combine it with pets. That's a cat lead problem, not a dog walker problem. Freddy cat. I think this is super, bro. I am always drawn to use the Freddy cat in every deck that I make. I never pushed away from Freddy cat. I want to use Freddy cat every time. So in that case, yeah, super. Nibble. They killed Nibble so hard, bro. They absolutely destroyed Nibble. They pounded it to the ground. A plant gets -1/-1. If this destroys a plant, Conjure, go card. Yeah, that is yikes. Literally can't count on. I don't want to use this guy anymore. Secret Agent. I think he's above average. 1 cause, give up zombie, bounce a zombie, give it +2/+3. I think that's pretty good for certain zombies. That's like really useful. Situational, but I think it's above average for sure. Skunk Punk, yeah, just don't use Skunk Punk. There's no need. Snorkel Zombie is still not even that good. Just Party 2/1 Amphibious. Honestly, I see it more as a basic. The Amphibious makes up for the 1 health, so I'm gonna go basic. So it's kind of like a 1 cost 2/2 in a way. Yeah, your lunchbox. A zombie gets +1/+1 if it is a pet. It gets +2/+1 instead. It's actually above average. What the frick? When did they change that? That's crazy. That's new. That is super above average. Okay, huge pet synergies then. Bidome Botanist. Make a 1/1 plant with no abilities. That's not bad. I'll take that for sure. It's basic. I don't think it's anything crazy. I do not think it's anything crazy. I'm chilling in basic. Like, it's not a bad card to have, but like I would go with other cards. Cyborg Zombie. Hunt. Gain a vengeful sideboard. I think they're kind of S tier. 2 cost 3/2 hunt. That's pressure, bro. And then you get a vengeful cyborg afterwards. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Oh crap. Don't mind if I do. Energy Drink Zombie. I think these are above average. I don't think they're super, but they're above average. I mean, they're kind of weak all around, but I like the pressure. The pressure is an unmeasured metric that people don't account for. So I'm going to go with Energy Drink Zombie. Extinction Event. A plant gets -2/-2. All other copies of that plant also get -2/-2. A plant gets -2/-2. All other copies of that plant also get -2/-2. Essentially a super. It's exponential value in a sense. Well, above average because you're not guaranteed to always get the value out of it, but it's still really good. I would use this card. Easy. Haunting Ghost. When played, a plant gets -1/-1. This is mid. It's okay, like Retaliation, but it's nothing crazy. I don't care. Haunting Zombie. I think the gaining of an extra card is also good. Above average. I would be happy to use Haunting Zombie. I would not be too happy to use Zombie Haunting Ghost. You're incentivized to use this as early as possible to then have it be killed to get the Haunting Ghost, which is what you actually want. You don't want to just have plain Haunting Ghost in your deck. You want to have like more cards as possible. Hunting Grounds. Zombies here have 1. When a zombie enters leave the lane, it gets +1. I don't know, man. This environment never really did it for me, bro. I never liked it. I think it's basic for the cheapness, and it still buffs your zombies, which is nice. But I don't ever think it like does as much as it could do, which is, I don't know, it's saying something, I guess. Killer Whale. A zombie played on this gets +2/+1, and Amphibious. These things never really pull through for me. I mean, I'm more of like a can't count on guy. Just get something that's amphibious that you can play on there already, bro. Like, what are we doing? It's a can't count on for sure. Piper, he's a classic, but basic. It's good when you're like a newbie and you need just, do a little bit of control. It's not that good when you're trying to destroy a plant. I mean, you get more value, honestly, out of Extinction Event, bro, instead of this guy. Unless you're doing like specifically dancing synergies with, maybe you can discuss synergize with like Cat Lady or something. But other than that, like, who cares? Squirrel Herder, great against nuts. Above average. Sing Swimmer, this is gonna be the S tier card. I would say above average, but people will attack me for having such a take. Actually, you know what? It's above average because you know why? Yeah, they nerfed it hard. It's unplayable, literally unplayable now. Above average. Total Eclipse, punch get -1/-1. It's okay. It's basic. I think it's a little better than. I would use Eclipse over Hunting Grounds. That's just my take, I guess. Zookeeper. When you play a plant, this gets +1. I think the 1/3 makes it better. I think it is better. Not that bad. Above average. Ooh, so when a plant gets -2 or -2, if it's on heights or environment, it gets -6/-6 instead. They didn't change this, huh? What did I think this got changed for? Wasn't it like -2/-2 at some point? Oh, probably S tier. Really good control. I love it. Zombies here get +2/+2 in Frenzy. It's okay. It's basic. Can't count on, honestly. It's too expensive. And just the extra buffs are just really not worth it. Honestly, kind of above average. Even, I would say high above average. 3 cost for a random plant? Oh, bro. I thought this guy was decently good even before the buff. Above average, bro. High above average. This is an intentional spot right here. Dolphin Rider is mid. Can't count on. It's a 3 cost 3/2. Amphibious. You like Dolphin Rider when you conjure or like, you know, you spawn him with another zombie. You don't like Dolphin Rider when you have to play him and that's all you have. Hover Goat. Ooh, easy above average. This guy is really good. Loudmouth. This guy is so mid, bro. No one uses this guy. Can't count on. Gravestone 1/1. Ill, bro. 3 cost. Ill. The ability is whatever, but like just the way to get to it is just not worth. Vampire 2/3, 3 cost. Frenzy. This guy is good, but you're just at risk because he's still vulnerable as an imp. He's a basic. Vitamin Z, these guys are what you used like when you first start the game. I don't think they're that good. I mean, you don't use them now, but they're basic if you have to use them. I mean, it's like it's supposed to use it. It's not a big deal. Zombie Yeti, get a lunchbox and turn. This guy's above average. I think he's above average only because I think just because of the way he works, you can recycle him over and over again, and he still like just does work. I mean, hey, you know, I'll take that. Ancient Vampire 3/4. Any zombie with a frenzy destroys a plant. That zombie gets +2/+2. +2/+2. The 4 cost is just cringe. It's a basic again. The cost is a bit too much, and he's still vulnerable to a lot of stuff. He can get deadly, but I've very rarely ever seen this guy get deadly. So you know, I can't. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Cosmic Yeti. When play conjure a pet, it gets +1/+1. Bounce this Yeti now. Can't count on. I honestly just kind of don't use. I actively don't use Cosmic Yeti. If I conjure Cosmic Yeti, I'm just not happy. Say that right now. I don't use. Kangaroo Rider. When her bounces Kangaroo. This is incredibly bad. No, don't use. The 4/4 is fine, but like who wants to actively use that? Just get another 4 cost 4/4 with a different ability, bro. This guy is way better. Just get that. Overstuffed zombie. This used to be really good, but now it's not. When this destroys a plant and survives, it heals to full and heals you for 2. Actually, I forgot what his ability was, and that is actually kind of good. Above average? Is it S tier? It's actually kind of nasty. I think whenever I've used it, or whenever I've used it or fought against it, I get scared because the amount of healing this guy does is crazy. You know what? I'm gonna give him S tier. I think he's S tier. I don't use him often because I just play other decks, but this guy, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Promoted Cheese Ever, destroy a plant. 4 cost 4/4. They changed it. I think he's above average because you destroy a plant. I think it's good. Sneezing Zombie. When plants in the plant hero can't be healed when played, all plants get -1/-1. Sneezing Zombie has never been too crazy. They hard counter heal decks, but like when are you gonna guaranteed get heal decks in your game? Like if it's not a heal deck, this is just like a 4 cost 2/4. I mean, the one played all plants get -1. That's not bad, but it's like you could do more with less. You know what I mean? You can do more with the extinction event. You know what I mean? I can't give this guy any higher than can't count on. Surfer Zombie. I guess he's basic. The Amphibious is good. The Amphibious makes him good because when you see a Surfer Zombie on the right, you do get a little scared if you can't deal with it in time. He dies to Berry Blast and he dies to he's very vulnerable to a lot of cards, right? I'm not gonna deny that, but I mean he's a target. He does a lot of damage anyway. You know what I mean? You need to take this guy out. So for that, I think he's basic. Locust Swarm, 5 costs, destroy a plant. I guess basic. It's straightforward, destroy a plant, but it's 5 costs. You can do more with so much less. So I mean, well, can't count on. You know how much freaking brains that is for a single game? That like prevents you from playing anything else. Usually, Mondo Bronto. This guy is a destroyer of worlds, bro. I don't get why he destroys all plants here. I think that's insane. I'd rather this be Dino or this gets +3/+3. You know what I mean? And not destroy a plant here. To me, that's insane. That's mentally insane. And for that, I'm gonna have to say, okay, playing it raw, I don't think it's ever good. I've never seen a Mondo Bronto raw and it be like a good like game-changing moment. Mondo Brontos are way better like when you like conjure them or you spawn them using whatever zombie, right? That's when they're the most powerful. But when you play them just raw, maybe, I don't think they've ever worked out. I don't actively use Mondo Bronto in my decks. I just don't go for it. So for that, I go can't count on. I don't think you can count on him. Yeah, I've only seen Monzo from Mechasaur. Yeah, true. That's you know why? Because it's literally guaranteed every time to get. Well, depending on situation, but like Mechasaur spawns zombies, right? Well, if he has to play a zombie into the water lane, the only history amphibious zombie that's out there is Mondo Bronto. So you're guaranteed to get him every time if you just have no zombies in the water lane. That's why I think he's good. I think he's good in that situation, but like you're conjuring him and not like, say playing him on the field alone raw. But this guy, Smashing Garg, is, I think he's above average. Because you play Smashing Garg, there's like a fear there. You need to get this guy off the board and like in the grave before you plays another Garg. Because all of a sudden you got two Gargs with Frenzy on them that are gonna just wreck you. Supernova Garg, hard counters, what, Pine Clone, and that's it basically. But pop and poppies, any nut deck that exists ever. But a 5 cost 5/7, it's not bad. For that, I do above average. I'm okay with having a Supernova in my hand, or like, you know, in my deck. Vengeful Cyborg, I wouldn't use this card raw. And I don't even like the card like when you conjure it from the freaking dude. But the fact that the dude even gives it to you in the first place, it's not that bad. I think it's basic. It's a 5 cost 5/6 with Hunt, Deep Sea Garg. When any zombie is this guy still bugged? The fact that he's bugged right now makes him literally overpowered. But with just the description that it says, when any zombie enters any lane, that zombie gets +1/+1. For some reason, it buffs itself whenever like this happens, I think. Like it just keeps buffing and buffing and buffing. And for that, I think he's still pretty okay. Iffy, I think he's above average still. Oh, they nerfed him hard with the freaking stats. Oh man, I missed the 7/8. The 7/8 made him so good. But the 6/6 is now cringe. I find it cringe. Why do we need that? Look at what they did to my boy. Yeah, no, this guy is above average for sure. The amount of buffs this guy gives is insane. When I laugh, if zombie gets +5% Resi, yeah, don't use this. Don't ever use this. Like, what? Why would you want to use this? Nigel Laugh is just not that good. I only ever use him for challenges. That's how, like, niche he is. And how hard he is to use. Yeah, no. Garthorn Garg, this guy is... Garthorn Garg is, like, literally, like, S tier, isn't he? Is he not? He's insanely, like, scary. You play this on the board, you're kind of screwed. You have to destroy him like with a trick that doesn't do damage. You cannot play damage this guy at all. Yeah, no, this guy is scary. He will not be afraid to steal your lunch money. You know what I mean? Nurse Garg, I love Nurse Garg. Nurse Garg is amazing. S tier, I would have Nurse Garg raw in my hand. Just that's how good she is. Or it is. It's a there, but it's 2 people. I don't know. No, yeah, I would use Nurse Garg in my hand at all times. Like in my deck. I would not be afraid to bring it in my deck. If I get it, like when I'm trying to grind in the game and like, you know, get legendaries from packs and I got this, I'd be happy. Garg super bugged. If only it works if any Garg hits hero. Really? If any Gargs, so any Garg that hits the hero, that's when a Gargantuar does that. What? Oh, that's insane. That is the best card in like one of the best cards in the game. That's so much healing. Why? It was fine beforehand. That's insane. Octo Zombie. Amphibious Frenzy when played make a 3/2 Octopep. Amphibious, this isn't. I don't get it. This guy was fine the way he was before. Why did they need to do this? Super. What? You just play this and you win. So I'm about 10,000. Oh. Why do they make these guys so overpowered and then they just kill off Zombot? They just kill off Zombot. This guy was like the billionaire, right? They sawed him in half, gave the 500 million and 500 million to these 2 guys. Zombot, they tied him up, shot him in the back of the head, and folded him into a suitcase and dragged him out into the middle of a field and just kept him there. That's what they did to this guy. For that, he's basic. But oh, the gravestone. I don't care about the gravestone. He only destroys plants here next door. Back in my day, it was all plants everywhere. And you had to just play a simple teleport. Out of here with that. How about basic? Not even that. Can't count on. Literally, now you can't count on them because if they have gravestone removal, it's GG's. Back in my day, 5 months ago, true. But I played this game almost since launch. So, hey, you know what? That is back in my day. Interstellar Bounty Hunter. When this destroys a plant, draw a card. I don't have this card, but, you know, I've used this card a good bit. When this was a plant, draw a card. This guy is annoying. Above average. It's a 4 cost 4/4. It's annoying. Well, he's basic. King of the Grill. I don't have this card, obviously. But if I had to say something, I think this is pretty above average. Or basic. Because the thing is, you have to have multiple Gargs in your hand. And I think it's fine. It's a fine card. Above average, I think. 6 cost 6/6. I think it's a basic. High basic. Best basic. Okay. I think this is the tier list. I do believe that Nurse Garg and Octo Zombie are tied for the best cards. I honestly think in the game. I think Nurse Garg is one of the best cards in the game. Or on zombie side at least. Octo Zombie is tied for like next because of just how mental that is. Oh, you killed him? Oh, here's another one with another octopus. Subscribe and like.